What's up, all you purple shard loving people out there? Welcome to another Tracks on Sundays. I'm Trax the Max, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, first and foremost, I want to thank all of you right there, right now, who's watching me again, and all you amazing people out there who have clicked the subscribe button to support me. You guys are amazing, and I just want to say thank you for that. I had a little goal set up for myself, a challenge for my channel, if you will, right? So I was trying to get 750 subscribers before or on the 1st of December. We got really close. I didn't even expect us to get that close, but I believe we hit 720 subscribers on the 1st of December. So to all of you out there, thank you so much, and a big bro fist for you guys, because man, it's just amazing that something so simple as this can bring so many people together, and it means so much to me that you guys appreciate the effort that I try to put into these videos every week for you. So thank you very much. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Look at this screen, dude. This is crazy, isn't it? There's so much going on right now that it's pretty hard to follow on two accounts, and like, what is my content going to be this week? What am I doing? Like, I literally at sometimes have to calm myself down and say, what am I doing here? Because there's just so much going on, right? But I guess the most exciting thing that's going on right now just dropped today, which is this Yuletide event where we can earn ourselves this dude right here with the gray beard, OG baller, Sir Nicholas. Now, dude, I guess this is what we've been waiting for all year, right? This is le moment suprême, like they would say in French. This is just, we need to get this guy. 100% we need to get this guy. Because if we don't pull a man-eater, or we don't, get some crazy good champions like Cardiel or whatever, I'm not completely sure what those champions would have to be, but this guy right here is probably our closest or most likely solution to a one key Ultra Nightmare Clown Boss team. One key Ultra Nightmare team is just so fantastic, because once you do that, you can just click quick battle and you save yourself a lot of time every day. I'm still on a 2 key on this account, and while that's also really nice because you do get a lot of resources, it's still kind of a drag that you have to wait for the keys, and you like, sometimes you forget them or you think you've done them. Actually, the latter is something that happens quite often, that I'm so confident that I did everything, and the next day I'll look at my account, my clan boss chest, and be like, wait, I didn't do Nightmare, or I didn't use my keys properly or something. Like, this is starting to happen way more than it used to, and it's more or less because I'm doing so many things at the same time, and I just need to have an easier time going forward, because it's a lot, man. There's a lot, and they're just adding new stuff to the game, and it's getting more and more. Now, this isn't a rant. This isn't supposed to be a rant or anything like that. It's just trying to explain why maybe my gameplay isn't optimal, or could be better even than it is right now, whatever way you want to look at it, right? I know it can be better, because I've actually, like I said, I've missed some clan boss keys. One of the quests that we get here in advanced is right here: win a battle in live arena. Dude, I missed this quest 3 times this week. 3 times I missed it because I logged in and I wanted to do my quests like an hour before the end of the day, I guess, right? And I was like, crap, I need to do live arena, but I can't do live arena because it's not open. So I just missed out on a bunch of energy that way, and yeah, it kind of sucks, right? Because these advanced quests are pretty nice, especially to get to these books and back to these chickens. Like, this, there's some good resources. If you're missing out on these energy potions every day or a couple of days in the week, you're missing out on a lot of silver, a lot of XP for your champions to level them up, yada yada. I don't have to explain all that, you guys know. But we're still on the account. We're still trying to do as good as we can. And last week we pulled ourselves a, what she called, Umbrella Enchantress, and I've been working on her. As you can see right here, I've put some gear on her. I've been doing masteries, so I just need to 6-star her basically, and then I can get War Master on her as well, and she'll be finished, right? So that's pretty cool. I also went ahead and got the masteries on the second paid ma. So this was the second paid ma. I went ahead and got full masteries on her because she was just in the same queue as Umbral here. So they just did the masteries together. Like this one, this was my first paid ma. I didn't even get the full masteries on her. So, but that, you know, it doesn't matter that much. Just getting the War Master is the most important part here, I think. So I also went ahead and 6-starred a veteran. Now this one right here, I think this is the first time I've ever done such a min-maxing on this specific item that we can get, and that is the feast. So if you don't know, if you've never had it before, I don't have one anymore right now because, well, obviously I used it. But if you do go here to upgrade, this thing right here instantly takes a champion to rank 6. Now how this works is you have to level your champion up to its max level of the stars it is, right? So for instance, if I would take this guy, right, Scrapper, I could just say, boom, you're level 6. You're 6-star, I mean. And that's what I did with veterans. So I skipped going 3 chickens into 4-star, 4 chickens into 5-star, and 5 chickens into 6-star. So that's a bunch of chickens that we just gained by leveling up the veteran, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done that before because a rare is basically, well, if you don't count uncommons or commons, is basically the best value for one of these feasts, right? Because you get the most chickens back, basically, right? So we now have a 6-star veteran, while we already had a 5-star veteran. So hopefully that's going to help us a little bit more in the Orcs faction once that opens back up. Now, speaking of factions, somebody in my comments was asking me about, can you explain what champions that you're using and what your teams look like to clear these factions? Now, I feel like I've been doing a lot of that, and sometimes I'm not sure if I should be going into full detail on every single faction, you know, because for some it might help, for some it might get stale. And I feel like I'm talking about faction wars so much already because it's my main focus. The idea that I have right now is that once everything is finished, I will make a summary of every single faction and do a short explanation of how I actually beat the faction. But that's only once I get Lydia, okay? It's gonna take a while still, but we are slowly gaining more stars every week. If you take a look here right now, I'll move myself a minute here. You can see that we're already on 870 again. So we downed Skinwalkers this week, which was pretty cool because the faction was open and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna head in there with my squad again and try again now that I had some gear leveled up a little more, right? And some masteries, you know. And I should also mention that I got up to level 9 here in the area bonuses for the ignore defense. I also took up these because they were pretty cheap to do as well. So we got a bunch of extra stats here. We got +4 ignore defense, and then I was just feeling like maybe I should just try it like this and we might get there. And we did. And one of the cool things, when I was explaining about the Skinwalkers previously, I was talking about how these guys have a where is it here? A preset, right? And I was talking about how I put them into lifesteal for the attempt to get our first 1-star on the boss. Now, this time around, I didn't put them into lifesteal. So none of these were in lifesteal, just in these original builds, right? And these were our only support champions for this whole thing. So basically, once we get to the boss, this bolster set kept us safe for a couple of turns while they start placing debuffs, poisons, you know, doing damage, killing the mobs. And once that falls off, it's basically just these guys with their ally protection on whoever is the lowest HP at that moment. Even if maybe one cow protects another cow, that can happen too. But whoever is the lowest just gets that buff, and by doing this, I actually was able to clear it. I think one of the reasons why this works is because some of these champions go so low in HP that the boss never really wants to swap life totals, because their life totals are always so low that the boss thinks, well, my HP is still higher than your HP, so I'm not going to do the swap, right? And at a certain point, I was like, now he's going to do the swap, so I just need to pump out damage as much as I can. And yeah, it all came together. Like, Kempton, I think, landed 3 poisons. This guy got his A2 back. This guy had his A3. Like, they were all doing as much damage as they could, and they did it. That's another one off the list, right? So, pretty cool stuff for sure. That means we only have Demon Spawn, Orc, Dwarves, and Shadowkin, which, as you can see here, we also pushed quite a bit to 51 stars. We actually also 1-starred the boss here. Shadowkin, I feel like it's in the bag. The only thing I really need is a 5th champion that I'm allowed to put gear on, and then we should be good. This Onryo is just crazy strong. His damage is just unbelievable, really. He's taking care of all the waves. He's taking care of the bosses. As long as he lives, we just get through this. It's super easy. So yeah, that's another faction that, again, I just need to pull one more champion that I'm allowed to put gear on, and then we're done with that. So the focus now is not even Shadowkin anymore. I'm not even worried about that. The focus now is our Orcs, Demon Spawn, and Dwarves. And yeah, Lydia is coming closer and closer every single week. Now, we do have this Yuletide Titan event going on, right? So it's going to be a long month, I think, trying to get all these things done. But I'm looking forward to it because it's something to take your mind off of just, you know, building champions for faction wars the whole time, or trying to push in Doom Tower or specific cursed city rooms or whatever. This is a very nice goal for us. And like, if you're doing the Void Challenge, try to get this guy. Do whatever you have in your power to try and get this guy. Like, even right now, there is a summon rush going on. You should be trying to get these points. For sure. You should be trying to get this. Because if you don't have an Ultra Nightmare team right now, this is going to be your key to get that, okay? It doesn't really get much better than this. So we are today going to pull a couple of sacreds that are basically just going to be chickens for us to level up our Umbral, most likely. Because we do want to get the points for this summon rush, of course. But I also have one of these that I earned this week. I'm not even completely sure anymore where that came from, to be honest. I believe it was during CVC, but I'm not sure anymore. So what is this basically? Well, we get a shot at pulling a soul for some of these champions. Now, we don't have many of these champions. We have the Warcaster. We have her. And I believe we have, yeah, we only have her, Mithrala. So not likely that this is going to be good value for us. But if it's not, well, it just, you know, we sell it and that's that. We'll just add it to the bunch of coins here. No big deal, but it can be something nice, right? Can be something nice. Yeah, we'll see. I'll pull these first, or this one first, and we'll see what happens here. I don't expect it to be anything amazing, but you never know. It's an epic, and it is a Lady Annabelle. Well, that would have been really nice if this was a normal account, but well, now it's just going to be 100 of these coins. All right. Yeah, but let's hop right in here and pull some shards. Again, this doesn't really matter at all. We don't care what comes out of this. We're not allowed to use them anyway, so it literally doesn't matter. I guess maybe if there would have been one of these champions for, what's her name again? Mikage. I guess this one yeah, okay. Let's put that one in there, I guess. That makes a little bit of sense, right? That's also just for points for tournaments later on. But other than that, we don't really care. I almost just want to say just do him, because I would feel bad if I would have pulled this guy or this guy on this account, because I don't have those on my main yet. So I have 2 Kimmies, I have him, I don't have him or him. So, and this guy, Wallmaster, is pretty darn good. So, right. I will be pulling, I think I'll just be pulling the 7, because I don't think I want to really be pulling that many mystery shards, right? This is also one of the rosin fusion. I'm not sure if I had the stuff to make that yet, but if I didn't, now I have her already, so that's pretty cool. It's a pretty decent champion. Wouldn't have mind having him. Another fat man. 3 more, let's go. Relic Keeper is not too bad to pull either, because it's pretty easy to make copies of him, so we could potentially fill up the faction guardians with those. Here's the Lady Annabelle that we pulled the soul for. And this should be the last one, I think. Make sure that I don't pull too much. We don't really want to spend too many resources here. Yep, there you go. So, bunch of energy, bunch of snow points. That gets us... Hold up. Past the first part of this. That's pretty cool. And halfway through to the second part, to the Void Shard, actually. Which, obviously, for us is also really good. Yeah, and the rest in here is, you know... I'll take some epic books, because I'm still pretty low on that. I'll take chickens all day long. The soul stones are nice for us. I'll take some glyphs also. Those seem to run out pretty fast as well. Another glyph here. Gems is good. A lot of energy. Immortal soul stones is pretty nice as well. Or soul essence. Soul stone too, but essence is probably better at this point. Avatar frame. Yeah, whatever, I guess. 5-star chicken is nice, but yeah. Sir Nick, dude. Sir Nick is going to be so amazing for us. I think by the time we finish this, if we finish this, right? I think by that time we're going to be really, really close to getting Lydia. And right now my idea for Clan Boss Ultra Nightmare is that it's going to have to be something involving Lydia and some kind of 2-for-1 team that utilizes some kind of unkillable or block damage or whatever. But with Sir Nick, that's almost guaranteed with a speed buff, right? So that's probably going to be the goal, to try and finish getting Lydia around the time that we get Sir Nick. But that'll obviously depend on, you know, how many Void Shards we can get, because right now we're at 5, that's not a lot. And how many more champions that we can get for, well, definitely for Shadowkin, right? Because we don't even have 5 bodies there yet. We're still working with a level 7 gearless Taragi the Frog or something like that to fill in the spot. Dwarves, we still need some help. And Orcs is really, really bad at the moment. But Demon Spawn, I haven't tried this week. I was too busy, and my dudes weren't ready yet. Like I was just too late to try it, basically. I think I didn't even use the keys on Demon Spawn this week. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I may have, but I definitely didn't try to push there. So Hopefully in 6 days, next week, I can give it a go with our new champions, and hopefully this weekend I can get our Umbral up to 6-star as well. And I think Demon Spawn is probably in a fine spot right now. If I bring her up, we'll have 4 6-stars. I'll probably have to bring up another one of these Fellhounds or something. Most likely it's going to be a Fellhound to 50, and yeah, they're going to have to do it, I think. I'm not sure if they can, but I'm hoping they can at least, right? All right. So another thing somebody asked me was what my clan boss team was. It's still the same as a lot of months ago by now. I think it was episode 14 and 15 that I talked about it a little bit. And then a couple of episodes later, I talked about it again. So I left a key right here. So this is basically my main team right now. And yeah, it's been working for a couple of months now already. So how does it work? Well, this guy has a block damage skill on a 4-turn cooldown. Yeah. Goes pretty fast. We're talking about 305 speed in the Demon Lord. Then we have her here at 237 speed. She's in a lifesteal set, very important, because she has an ability that decreases the cooldown of all ally skills by 2 turns, and when she does this, she takes damage equal to 30% of her max HP. So you need a way for her to top back up, get her life back, and we do that on this team right here with Lifesteal and War Master. These two, they take care of basically the first 2 turns of Unkillable. He'll do blockable damage at the end of the first turn. So clan boss swings, they all have block damage on. She'll do the reset on the second turn. So end of the turn, he'll come back to the block damage and have it up again. So second turn again, he'll put that up. He'll do damage, they all have block damage. Third turn, Kafru steps in and says, yo guys, I got this. He puts up a unkillable buff and a taunt. So the Demon Lord targets him. He'll get stunned, which normally is not really good, right? But in this case, it's pretty good because that means his ability here goes to a 5-turn cooldown, because once you get stunned, you basically lose the cooldown of your abilities or of your skills. It basically skips that cooldown, so that would mean that this would technically be a 5-turn cooldown. But with the reset here of Renegade on the second turn, that becomes a 3-turn cooldown. And since he's just going once every turn of the clan boss, he's really, really slow. Like very slow, so he's just going once. He gets his unkillable and taunt back on the last turn, and the clan boss hits him there. And yeah, that's basically the team. We have this guy right here still to lower our speeds a little bit, but I mean, when you're working with a 300 speed Warcaster, it's pretty nice to have an aura like this, right? So that's basically why we use Akemptum, but Akemptum is also just a very good damage dealer with his poisons. Yeah, that's our normal team. Now, I'm saying normal team because we can't use this on Spirit. There's no way for us to block that increased speed that you get on the second turn. There's also no way for us to cleanse that at the moment, or at least I haven't really built anything to do that. There might be something out there, but the issue is that would probably cost us a lot of damage because, well, these two are doing a lot of damage. So what I do for that is just I have a second team that is not as good, but still does quite some damage. And that's this one right here. And yeah, this is not speed tuned or anything. This is just basically saying, okay, we have 2 really beefy champions here. She can pick people up. Also has the passive that when somebody dies, she picks them up immediately. And then yeah, Turvold, just a very hard hitter. Also having 2 champions here with Brimstone helps a lot. She just puts up the decrease attack and decrease defense. And this one's here just for the aura, some healing, and some poisons, right? I used it as my second key because my first key was before it was Spirit, so I was able to use my normal team, which does around 43, 46, something like that. And then this other team does around 24 million. So if some days I wake up and this is already on Spirit, I can still 3-key this with my second team, right? With this stuff pretty easily. But otherwise I just use the unkillable team, right? Yeah, there you go. 49 million. See, Turvold's a beast, Mithrala is a beast, and yeah. There you go. That's the team. Yeah, so what are our goals right now? Obviously, St. Nicholas is one of our goals. And then those 3 factions that I spoke about, those are the ones we want to try and knock out. And I'm going to slowly start working on some teams that we might be able to build for Ultra Nightmare to try and 1-key it once we get our Sir Nick and our Lydia going, right? The 15th of January, I would really want to have Lydia on my account. Why is that? That's the exact date when I started this account this year. So for me personally, it would be really cool if we could manage to get our Lydia with only voids free to play within a year, right? Like, I don't think I've ever done that. I'm pretty sure I've never done that because, well, I've never done a void account, but I'm pretty sure I've never gotten a Lydia within a year of playing, especially as a free to play. So that to me would be very amazing. That's like a little goal, a mini game within the challenge for myself, right? Speaking of challenges, I forgot to mention that. So like 1st of December, I had this challenge for my channel where I wanted to get 750 subscribers. We didn't quite get there. We got to 720, which was really, really close. Only 30 off, but we didn't get there. So I can't do a 24-hour stream for that. Now, if anyone out there wants me to, I will do a stream during the Christmas period. I'm not completely sure when yet, but I have some days off end of the year, so I can do a stream just for you guys who did actually show up and who did actually subscribe, because I do want to give something back to you guys, you know. But that said, I'm also gonna put up a new challenge. So I wanted to say June 1st, but I'm gonna extend it to the 1st of July because I'm gonna be gone for 3 weeks to the States normally next year in June. I'll talk about that maybe in my stream or something. But the 1st of July 2025, if I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a 24-hour stream, probably somewhere in July 2025 then. So that's a new goal for next year, I guess. 7 months away to get 270 subscribers. It's not undoable, I don't think. So we'll see how interesting I can keep this for you guys. And yeah, and last but not least, we have this thing opening this week, right? So I already did my keys because again, I have so many things going on right now that I just kind of want to be done with everything as fast as I can. So I just threw in a team here. They did 15 million and I saw that a chest was 9.75, so I was like, okay, let's take it. And here I think I tried hard first, but only got like 8 or 9 million, and a chest there is 20 and a half. So I was like, let's go to easy, and there we got 41 million. I was like, all right, we're done for this week, right? So I don't know if I'm going to be spending too much time on this or not. Much as I enjoy that there's new content and all that stuff, it's also just getting a lot right now. It's like, this is not my only account, obviously. My main account is doing the fusion at the moment. My main account also wants to get the Santa. My main account is also doing Hydra every week. You know, it's a lot of work, and they keep on adding things to do, right? So I'm pretty happy with just going in here saying, hey, can I do this on auto while I take a shower, and that answer is yes, it's like, okay, that's how I'm gonna do this, because I don't have the time to be sitting here all day long and playing this game. Unfortunately, that'd be cool if I did have that much time, but I do have to do other things as well, right? Like make this video for you guys to watch, for instance. Anyway, thank you so much again for tuning in again this week, guys. If you have any questions, as usual, please put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as good as I can. And yeah, let me know what you think about the stream. Should I do a stream somewhere around Christmas? I can't say how long it's going to be or whatever. It's going to be probably maximum of like 5 or 6 hours or something like that. We can maybe hop onto some people's accounts or something who want to have some help on their accounts. We can look into some potential clan boss teams. I can also go ahead and show off some of my teams in faction wars, maybe, to people who want to see that. And you know, we can do some stuff that usually takes too long for a video, and yeah, do it in that time span then. But yeah, that's it for this week. So hope you guys have a nice rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.